been forever since I've said something like this, but I may have gotten something in the mail. Gee, I wonder what it could be. Just a little context. For the longest, recently, actually ever since I got it, my primary Bible has been my old Schofield. Love this Bible to death. In fact, this is what has really kept me in touch with the King James. I've never hated the King James. Never have, never will. But, you know, my primary for the longest time has been my New American Standard, which is actually right here. This is the 95 text. All right. So I have slowly been drifting back towards the New King James because it is, to me, the good combination between the King James and the New American. All right. Still literal, a word-for-word translation, but in that semi-poetic, easy-to-read English. Now, I have a King James. In fact, I have I have 4 New King Jameses. I have a New King James that is, in my opinion, from the way the pictures and the video looked, it's going to feel more like my New American here. So let's open this thing up. So here it is. This is the New King James from Thomas Nelson. This is the giant print Thinline Bible. A couple things about it. This is the exclusive Thomas Nelson New King James Comfort print. All the words in Christ are in red. Full color maps. And 2 satin ribbons. Now, I've never been the type of person that is big on the ribbons. And here's the information that is on the back. 12-point type, which I'm more of a fan of like 10.5 point, but 12 is okay. All right. So here's actual text size, what you see compared to my index finger. So again, this is, from what I can tell, is probably going to be my new everyday, but we will check. Look at that. So let's do a comparison. So here is my New American Standard and this New King James. So here's the side-by-side. The New King James is a little bit taller, okay? Judging by all the width and stuff, is a little bit taller and a little bit wider. So still a nice, easy-to-handle Bible, but just a little bit bigger, which I am okay with. All right, let's take a look on the inside. Here's your presentation page. The Holy Bible. All right, with the Thomas Nelson New King James logo. We should have the table of contents, if I can get the pages separated. Yeah, those new Bible feeling of getting those unstuck. There we go. Table of contents. This was printed in China. All the legal information. Here's the preface to the New King James. And then we are in Genesis. So here is the typeset. This is in paragraph form, so it's not verse by verse, which I've actually grown to love the paragraph formation. And you've also got your cross-references down here at the bottom, so the text does not bleed into the bottom of the page. Genesis 6. All right, just flip forward. This one does not have the thumb index, which is okay. So we jump over. Here's the book of Judges. Take a look. Really very nice comfort print style, so we'll compare that to my New American Standard. Okay, so you can see a little bit of a difference. This is just slightly bigger text. I believe this is 9-point font, not 10.5, which I'm more favorable towards. But this 12-point is really nice and is not. It says giant print. This feels more just like large print. Okay, but this one also said large print. This is a thin line as well. And I've always been a fan of thin line Bibles. And we got to go to my favorite verse, But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the King James reads it exactly the same. Well, just something else to add to my collection. But again, I've been really steering towards the King James or the New King James, because I've always been a fan of the New American Standard. It's word for word, probably one of the more literal Bibles out there. But I've just been drawn back to the King James because of the old Schofield. Now, I'm not going to stop using this. This is definitely a great Bible to use. I know Pastor Bill has always told me that's his Bible he preaches out of. But I've just missed the more literalness and less poeticness of the New American. So I think I'm going to start switching over to the New King James for a little bit. Just see how it works out. Again, I'm already loving it. It's really nice. Nice feel. Got that. Got to get those pages broken in. Feels good in the hands. Lays flat. Love it. So, got my New King James. So, if you ever want to get this same Bible, here's the information. This is the giant print Thinline. Again, I've always been a fan of Thinline Bibles, so this is a really nice one to add to collection. Got a little bonus for you as well. Also got a shirt in the mail today, and my dad will say that this is ironic, but I really liked this shirt. So let's open her up here. That is awesome. Love it. So here's a shirt I got. King James Bible, 1611, God's Holy Word. It's a really nice shirt. Like he'll laugh at it, say it's ironic, just because the King James is not my preferred translation, but switching over to the New King James, I really like this shirt. I've really wanted more shirts like this, so got this shirt to go along with my New King James Bible. So maybe I can get a cricket and put a giant N in front of that. Would be pretty cool. But I love it. It's a beautiful shirt. Alright guys, thank you for tuning into this random video I got. Got another Bible, adding it to the collection, but it's going to be used. Every Bible I get gets used very well. Every Bible on that shelf has been used and continues to get used all the time. Especially for Translation Tuesday, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later.